Hi again, it's me. Just want to make another video this morning. It's actually afternoon. It's 12:25. I thought I'd talk about quitting smoking and maybe talk a little bit about music and I don't know. Well, let's talk about quitting smoking. I had a congestive heart failure back in December, and they told me I had fluid on my lungs and fluid around my heart and stuff, So they told me I had to quit smoking. So I I did. I quit smoking on February the 4th, and I started using the patch, nicotine patch, that we got through my wife's work, and free of charge, And so I started using the patch, and I was on it for about a week, and I found that I really missed smoking a lot. It was very difficult even with the patch. So I had a couple of years ago, kind of backtrack a little bit. I had tried electronic cigarettes with my son Andrew, and so they were pretty good, but it was kind of messy the state they had evolved into, and I didn't really like it. I only did it for about a month, or less than that, probably 3 weeks, And you would do the way it was done. You would get the juice all over your hands. And it's a liquid that you put in these electronic cigarettes, and it works off a battery, and the battery ignites a coil that vaporizes the liquid, and it looks like smoke, but it's actually a vapor, and it's quite harmless. But anyway, so I back to where I was at. A week into it or so, I realized I was having a problem. So I dug out all these old electronic cigarettes that I had. I had two of them, and my son had two, so I had four total batteries. The little batteries look like this. They're just these are small 650 milliamp hour batteries, and I had four of them. So I had some atomizers and things that you use to hook onto them to make the thing work. And I tried it, and it was still messy. So I thought, well, what am I going to do? I've got to quit. The doctor says if I don't quit, it's going to kill me. So I checked around, did some research, and started checking into e-cigs, and I found a whole community of people who are former smokers who are using the electronic cigarette. And while I was checking things out, I found this little device. This is called the Vivanova tank. It's got liquid in it. They put the liquid in there, and then you hook it onto the battery. So you just screw that onto the battery like that. And then to smoke it, or vape it. They don't call it smoking, they call it vaping. Push the little button. It looks like smoke. It feels like smoke, but it is not smoke. It's vapor. Just vapor. It has nicotine in it, and flavoring. And I mixed up this liquid myself using glycerin and a flavoring and some 48 milligram nicotine that I got from Inhaler.com, which is a site that I frequent to buy juice. I bought some other electronic cigarette juice from it. They're pretty good. By the way, I bought a starter kit from Signot.com, and it was pretty cheap. It was only $40, and I got a couple extra batteries, and the small batteries. I like the small batteries because the thing will fit in your pocket. It's very, very convenient. So anyway, where was I at? Oh yeah, so that brings me up to right now. That's what I'm doing right now is using this electronic cigarette, and it's really quite wonderful. There's a whole community of people online. If you go on YouTube, you can go on YouTube and just search on vaping, our new vaping products, or e-cig. Type in e-cig or e-juice, and there's a thing called an e-juice recipe calculator that you can get, and it'll tell you how many milligrams of nicotine to mix in with how much glycerin or how much or not poly, but propylene glycol, and how much flavoring to add in, how many milligrams of flavoring, and you mix it up yourself, and it's very, very cheap. You know, it can be kind of pricey. If you This little bottle costs $25 at inhaler.com. That's a pretty good price. You don't use very much of it when you mix it up. Depends on how strong you want the nicotine to be in it. If it's the stronger it is, the more you feel it in your throat when you inhale it. So I don't put a lot in there, just a little bit. I don't know what percentage. It comes in like I don't know, 12, 18, 24, 36, 48 milligrams. The 48 is, I don't know, that's just nicotine. This has no flavoring whatsoever. It just tastes odorless, tasteless. And so is the glycerin. Well, it has a little bit of a sweet taste. The glycerin has a little bit of a sweet taste. But anyway, this is quite good. This is a liquid that I mixed up out of cherry. I got some cherry flavoring and mixed it up with 100% glycerin. And glycerin's very thick, so it looks like syrup at room temperature when it's in the little container, But anyway, it's very tasty. It's very good. If you're a smoker and you're considering quitting and you want to do something, my doctor tells me that he doesn't have a problem with me using this. I've seen it on YouTube and various other places. Doctors have given testimonials saying that they recommend this to their patients who are trying to quit smoking. And it's good, it's fun, and it's like cheating the devil. You know what I'm saying? You get the smoke, but supposedly it's harmless. I don't know 100% whether it's harmless, but I think it's more harmless than taking in 4,000 plus chemicals in a cigarette or cigar every day. That's what I used to smoke, was cigars. And so I'm very happy to be off the cigars and very happy to be smoking these. But anyway, this is, like I said, this is cherry. I mixed this up. And I have another one this is peppermint. This is delicious. It's like eating peppermint candy, but there's no sugar in it, or it's imitation peppermint flavoring and glycerin and a few milligrams of nicotine. And it's really quite good. I don't know if this will vapor good or not. Let's see if it will. That's not vaping too well. The more glycerin it has in it, supposedly the better the vapor, or the stuff that looks like smoke, But anyway, this is much better. I like the cherry better than I like the peppermint. You can do this all day long. See, the problem with the other way, a lot of people, they drip. They call it, what they do is drip. And so you take a little bottle like this, and you put a tip, and then every time you want to smoke the thing, you have to drip this in there. It's ridiculous. I don't have time to fool with that. But if you fill this little tube up, this little reservoir, this little cartridge up with liquid, this will last you all day. Now, I was a chain smoker on cigars, and so I vape a lot, I do, and it takes me about 3 hours to use up one of these little batteries. So if I'm going out for the day, I can take a freshly charged battery on here, and one in my pocket, and I'm good for all day. Excuse me, I'm good for all day. I have plenty of liquid. I don't have to refill. I don't have to get sticky stuff on my fingers, which you do if you use the cartridges, or if you're dripping, what they call dripping. So this is very cool. I like it very much, and I highly recommend it to anybody who is struggling with quitting smoking. It is definitely like cheating the devil. I'm not kidding you. It's very good. So I recommend that you try it. So anyway, thanks a lot, and check you later, man.